What up, family? Um, you know, I'm always in my head. I just recently heard a little phrase or a little spiel where they said a person like myself and people similar to me on a personality level, I'm cool with being alone. And when I do engage with the world and the masses, however that is, to whatever capacity, it's an energy drainer for me. It drains my energy, and yeah. So then what happens is I am cool with retreating and being alone, and what happens is I can recharge. I can do so many things, and they said what makes it cool for me to be able to go off and be alone and be content and be at peace is that I have built a universe in my brain, and I can literally sit and just think, and but I'm in my head, and then I'm dreaming. I can be building. I could be designing. I can, see, visualize my future, and that becomes a movie. Well, don't know what I just said has anything to do with the next thing I'm about to say. Uh, So, which is, I had a quick remembrance of my life when I was 4 years old or six, eight, whatever, up until call it whatever 10. I remember growing up, and some of my earliest memories of my existence on this planet was my environment. And my environment was a place called Marrero, Louisiana. And it was what people would call today definitely a little country town. We didn't even have sidewalks. Our sidewalks were seashells. And for at least call it, Jesus, no, I don't want to do it in miles. Let's say, look, all of Marrero and beyond to a degree. You had so many houses that were actual blood relatives. And as a little kid, we didn't have cell phones. We daytime we hit them. We could be halfway across town on bikes, whatever. And our parents, they weren't. I don't think I'll say they weren't worried about us, but let's just say we weren't worried about nothing. And then as long as you're home before it got dark. So, all throughout those excursions in those towns, you're running across family members. Things are different now. And the reason why I'm saying that to point out when back in those days, my entire world was this little town. And today, because of technology, your brain can and has the ability to process bits and pieces of what's going on all around the world. All around the world in an instance, in the moment, as soon as it happens. And I got a little hit on the thought of how, wow, now that I know the answer, wow. Look at the difference in the brain and your world and how you thought and how you existed and went about your everyday was so different. I guess you can't say it's anything about which one is better. Because today, 2025, I have a blast playing with technology because I'm a IT guy. I played with computers. I can finagle rather frequently, and yeah, today I Google Maps, Google Maps till right now, Google Maps still makes me giggle. I trip out off of Google Maps, man. Like when I was a kid, we did not have that, man. We did not have that. You know. Oh yeah, we're gonna make that phone call. Um, yeah, and to see in my life of existence for the last 56 years, you see that this thing is now capable of doing this and talking to you. So yeah, I did do this. I'll share this, and then it's still yes, it applies to all what I'm talking about. I did an experiment, or yeah, like just like fasting. I heard something tell me, boom, time to turn it off. I know my creator's voice. I said, yes, sir, let's roll. And I immediately turned off like 80% of social media, other than things I wanted to learn about. But anything about the whole world. And I did it for 30 days, but it wound up being 60 days. And in that experience, man, I please everybody do that at some point. And remember, it ain't going nowhere. So, wow, what that was a eye-opening learning experience, man. When I like after 15 days, I do not know what is going on in the world. I don't even know. Hmm. Anywho, after 60 days, you need some kind of way you hear about like some big old bombs blew up in Iran. Nigga, yeah, I'm a peep. I'm a peep. At the same time, I do believe in my own, yeah, AI and these fake videos. Yeah, and they listening to throughout the whole entire system via whatever device. It's all interconnected. They know what you've been talking about all day, and it was interesting. So guard your mind, capture your thoughts. They would say in the Bible. I'm just glad I'm overall happy. Yes, no matter where you are in life, remember you can change it, make a change. And I have been very fortunate to be raised by Joseph Lewis Jr. and Diane Marie Osborne, technically Paulette Lewis. As parents, I lived in multiple states throughout my lifehood, all around the United States, and I loved it. It's always something new experience, new journey, a new. At the same time, we didn't have all this technology that way you just jacked in. We played outside. So anywho, uh, I know at some point you can pull whatever you want to pull out of that or get to pull out of that. Love all y'all, and then God bless y'all. Find your happy. Try to find it. The Lord has a way of giving it to you. And then the older you get, you get to realize you really don't need nothing too much to make you happy. It don't take much. And you also stop chasing the dollar, chasing it. Yeah, the rest of you think about the rest, all good. God bless you. Same time, yeah. So what does that mean? If you're not chasing a dollar, you just know how to make a dollar. So you don't, and you get to a point in your life where it's not like the top priority. When you're raising a family, nigga, you about to get out there and go hustle. So I dig it. Yes, yes. All right, love y'all, love y'all. Yup, let's find Miley.